Here is some facts about insects. Are you ready? The great outdoors is a place where the sun is shining and the flowers are calling. It's amazing to spend the day outside, basking in the sunshine while reading a book or relaxing after a tough week. However, some would prefer to spend their days indoors because of the insects and bugs. Some are prone to allergies, and the common misconceptions that we have about them are too overwhelming to ignore. Journey with me as we see these creatures in a different light. Get ready to appreciate and learn more about them now in these really cool insect facts. Number 1. Not all insects are bugs, but all bugs are insects. It's a bit confusing, right? So, to make things simpler, among the 10 quintillion insects in the world, not all of it are bugs, but these bugs are all insects, although it's acceptable to interchange the two. True bugs lack teeth and have tough forewings. They also have a stylet, a straw-like mouth that is intended for sucking. Insects, on the other hand, have 3-part bodies and have 3 pairs of legs. This might sound a bit disgusting at number 2. Bugs also fart. One of the most interesting bug facts is that they do fart. The most common kind of gas is that these bugs and insects produces methane and hydrogen. Some of these bug species may have farts that stink, but we will not be able to smell it since they give off tiny volumes of it. Number 3. Stoneflies are bugs that do push-ups to attract a prospective mate. Stoneflies prefer to live in streams and waters. In North America alone, there are around 500 existing species. They usually mate in swarms, but when they do it on the ground, male stoneflies will beat their bodies to the ground or on the vegetation to attract the female. Some of them will mate prolifically and will create multiple offspring. Next one. Bugs have brains. Most of us might assume that insects and bugs do not have brains, but here's a surprise. They do. Even very tiny insects have it, but you do not expect their brains to be as important as it for humans. In fact, they can live for a few days without their heads, with the consideration that they do not lose high amounts of human lymph or insect blood. Definitely one of the really brainy bug facts today. Next one. Bugs and insects also feel pain. Scientists say that most of the insects and bug species that we know to experience some sort of pain. With the recent advancement of technology, new and compelling evidence in research also shows that insects may also feel chronic pain, which lasts longer after a head injury or trauma. Next one. The smell from your ears attracts them. Although it's not common, bugs can enter and stay in your ears for a few days. Cockroaches, for example, are attracted to the smell that comes from your ears, and so they do crawl inside when you are sleeping. Once the bug is inside the ear, you may feel its legs wriggling and you instinctively scratch your ear, which pushes the roach or the bug deeper inside the canals in your ears. In most cases, they may eventually die after a few days, but there's also a possibility that they can thrive and find its way outside of the ear. This sensation is most often irritating and painful. Next one. Damselflies are bugs that have roamed the earth for 300 million years. These insects are under the family of Zygoptera. They are cousins to dragonflies. Compared to dragonflies, they have slimmer and smaller frames, with their bodies measuring up to 1 or 2 inches. These species have been roaming the planet longer than most of the species that we still have these days. Next one. Water boatmen are aquatic bugs that breathe through their bums. Yucky. It's also called a great diving beetle. One of the cool facts is that they, just like other insects, they need to breathe on the surface of the water. But they have this ingenious trick which allows them to stay in the water for long. They hang their bodies upside down and collect air through their abdomen, which is like a breathing tube. They rise to the surface once their supply runs out. Next one. Titan beetles are the largest bugs of its kind. Also known as a neotropical longhorn beetle, their species are from the genus Titanus. They are the largest beetles to date. They can grow for up to 7 inches in length. Their powerful jaws are so strong, too. It's strong enough to snap wooden pencils in two. Although their size is terrifying and their bites are fearsome, thank goodness to us, they are completely harmless to humans. Next one. Not all bug species need to feed in their lifetime. Titan beetles are the biggest of its kind, but they are harmless and gentle giants. Titan larvae usually feed on wood or on woods in the ground that decay. Then they have a few weeks to become adults. The male does not feed during its whole adult life, but they need some kind of energy to be able to fly. Next one. Beetles are the largest organism population on the planet. One of the most interesting facts that we all know is that among all species and organisms on the planet, beetles are by far the largest species there is. According to research, there are at least 350,000 species of beetle in the world, and many are still yet to be discovered. In the US alone, there are around 30,000 known kinds of beetles. Next one. Bugs can live anywhere. Insects and bugs have a unique way of surviving. The fact that they can live anywhere on the planet proves this so. Bugs can be found in the coldest and hottest parts of the world, but they rarely find suitable habitat in the ocean. Next one. Bugs need the sun too. Dragonflies are magical insects, and they live happily among us with the help of the sun. The sun's warmth gives them enough energy to fly. When the sun no longer can be seen, because it goes behind a clump of clouds, dragonflies also land to rest. They also like to feed their fellow insects, like mosquitoes. Next one. Pillbugs are harmless. Pillbugs, or also known as Armadillidae, are like shrimps. They also have gills that allow them to breathe. You can usually find them in moist areas. They are harmless bugs and they don't sting, bite, or carry diseases. They may tend to harm plant roots while they are feeding, but they do not damage anything apart from that. Next one. Beetles are bugs that you can pet. There are beetle species that can be a pet, like a stag beetle. They are most popular in Japan. Light can be bought in many stores there. As a beetle owner, make sure that their enclosure will have the necessary materials for them to live on. Prepare plastic or glass tanks, soil and wood. Responsible beetle parenting should also be followed. Next one. Bug stings may benefit you. Bees are bugs that use their sting when they feel attacked. More often than not, it's completely harmless. In fact, it's the bees that suffer the consequences if they sting us. They die. But research shows that bee venom has been used to help and treat diseases like arthritis, sclerosis, and tendonitis. Next one is a bit funny. Termites are bugs that like rock music. One of the cool facts that we want to share is that termites use vibrations to know what kind of wood they have around them. These vibrations allow them to find the best source of food. Whenever they hear heavy metal or rock music, they can chew through the wood faster than their regular pace. Next one. Some bugs look alike. Cockroaches and beetles look alike in many ways. They may be similar in colour, sizes, and shapes. When you see the bugs inside your house, we tend to panic and bugs get interchanged most of the time. Cockroaches have long antennae and legs compared to beetles. Also, a roach's wings are visible at all times, even if they are at rest, while beetles fold the wings into an exoskeleton, which are their wing cases. Large cockroaches are dangerous bugs. The Guinness Book of World Records declares the Megaloblatta longipen as the largest winged roach in the world. It measures at least 3 to 4 inches in length and width of over half an inch. It's like a big avocado. You can find them in Peru, Panama, and Ecuador. They are dangerous as they may carry asthma triggers and allergen sources. They also carry bacteria that could cause diseases if they land on your food. Next one. Flying beetles are also known as June bugs. Commonly called ladybugs or lightning bugs, flying beetles are the largest Coleoptera or beetle species in the world. It's uncommon for them to bite, and if they do, it's mostly harmless unless the person affected has an allergy to them. One of the most interesting bug facts is that they fly like superheroes. They may look like they're levitating because they soar high with outstretched legs. This posture allows them to maneuver and make twists and turns. Next one. Ground beetles are harmless bugs. These species do not harm humans. Scientists say that they do not bring any diseases if in case they find their way into your homes. They may bite it, but it's almost rare for them to do so. They also prefer living outside your house as they feed on insects as their primary diet. Final one of the night. Beetle bugs are attracted to many things. Beetles are in places where moisture is present, but contrary to the common belief that they are only in these places, beetles are attracted to many things. You may invite large numbers of them if you are habitually doing some of the stuff that they like. They are attracted to white bulbs and to lights that are always on, open trash bins, uncovered food products, and poor choices when it comes to landscaping. That's all for today. See you soon for more, and hopefully some Deal or No Deal episodes. Bye.